for that event. Question is now, does Marie remember the race at all? I heard those mojitos are pretty strong.
Yeah, exactly. See if she goes back for another one next year. Yeah. At least, yeah, a little bit of rain. As we go through tomorrow, we start to draw on out the system that we've been talking about. Boy, produced some pretty decent rainfall totals, and I'll show you those in a moment. But let's get started with Pinpoint Doppler Live, where we have some of the scattered showers still across the north end of the county, San Marcos, Escondido, Valley Center, scattered in nature along the coast, just outside of Solana Beach, closer to Encinitas, and just outside of Poway and Rancho Bernardo, Lemon Grove, La Mesa. A lot of cloud cover and some drizzle in spots as well, and most of this is now moving into the foothills and into the mountains. It's all rain, not much in the way of snow. It's a warm system. Let me show you some of the pictures that came to us from some of our 10 News weather watchers. Cody and Maurice were out watching gray whales and a great sunset as you look off to the west, and there's a great shot of the gray whale that they caught. And Maria sent this, she titled it Serene in Point Loma. I love Point Loma there. And then Suzanne Bindle sent this from Claremont, the rainbow. You can see where that is. And then Jan Brown caught the double rainbow in Claremont. And finally, Donna Lee Lynn Ferrer had a little rain and sunset at Cardiff State Beach. All right, next thing I'm looking at is visibility with fog. All right, so fog will be a concern for tomorrow morning. It's not the marine layer, it's the radiational fog. And again, it's that moisture in the ground evaporates and forms fog right above the surface, so it's pretty close to the ground. Right now, visibility not too bad. 6 miles El Cajon, 6 for Camp Pendleton. It's improved from an hour ago, but tomorrow morning it will certainly drop in some of these spots, especially closer to the foothills. Above 1,000 feet is where you'll see some low visibilities tomorrow morning. Highest rainfall total I've seen so far, Mount Woodson about 0.61, almost half an inch for Poway, Rancho San Diego, Carlsbad, Oceanside, a little about 0.4 of an inch or so. Same for Rancho Bernardo. At Lindbergh, we got 0.2, about 0.4 for Del Mar, and National City about 0.3. Vista almost about the same. At this hour, the 50s are still in place, and yeah, we'll drop into the upper 40s for overnight lows, but with the cloud cover in place, not a real chilly evening or morning. Now here's rain futurecast. 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, cloud cover just about everywhere. Julian, Escondido, Hidden Valley. You see some of these places where you'll see the low visibility tomorrow morning, but by 9 o'clock we're starting to get some sunshine. In fact, the flow becomes north and northwest as the system continues to track over to New Mexico. Right behind it, that northwest flow comes on in about 20 miles per hour or so for the higher elevations, 5 to 10 for the lower elevations, and a dry week ahead as the winds become north and northeast. You'll feel it, especially Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are the overnight lows tonight, and your highs tomorrow coming back into the mid and low 60s right along the coast. For the higher elevations in the mountains, we're in the 40s and a couple of 50s. The desert's right about 70 or so. Extended forecast at the coast, clear on Tuesday and Wednesday. In fact, we'll warm up a little bit and stay fairly warm as we are dry on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Inland numbers were up into the mid 70s. Some of the warmer spots like Poway, Rancho Bernardo will get closer to 80 on Thursday and Friday. But for the majority of the inland locations, we're in the mid 70s. We'll start to cool off a little next weekend, but still back to average. Again, for the higher elevations, just a little bit of scattered showers tonight. After that, we're clearing on out. 70s for the deserts for the week ahead.
That's it. That's pretty fair. 1 day of rain, 7 days of sun.
Nice. Yeah, no complaints, right?
Yeah.
San Diego.
All right. Thanks.